I'm just heading off to do a bit of a video tour of Foxton Beach in the sand dune area. So this is looking at the estuary from where I'm living. So we'll take a wander down that way and down towards the river mouth where the sand dunes start. This is the estuary of the Manawatu River, where it flows into the sea, and the estuary is a protected wildlife area for migratory birds. I did a video on the return of the godwits, which you'll find in the playlist if you want to have a look at that again. So that's the Manawatu River. And that's the river mouth in the distance. This is known as Sunset Walk. It's named that because this area is well known for the beautiful sunsets you can see here. At the moment it's cloudy and threatening a bit of rain actually, so I'm hoping I won't get caught in that. Real estate along here is sought after. For the beautiful views, of course, as you can understand. Tide's out at the moment. Looks like it might be just on the turn, coming back in again. There's a bunch of godwits there. So I'll head down the Sunset Walk and I'll show you what's down there. These are native flax plants, or harakeke, and they're just about to burst into flower. You know, these flowers are sought after by the nectar-eating birds here, like tui, wax eyes and the like. So they're going to have a bit of a feed in a minute. So coming towards the end of Sunset Walk, this is the recreational area, family recreational area, and you probably can't see it on here, but over the back there is a campground. Or caravan park, and there's a camping ground which we'll have a look at shortly, and that's the wetlands area just there. So this path carries on through less developed areas along the edge of the estuary down to the river mouth. I've got no idea who Waldo might be, but he's claimed this spot here. Hello. This tree's showing its spring leaf growth and looking like it's about to flower. The name of the tree escapes me for the moment, but I'll put it up on the video when I post it. Popular pastime with the kids here. One of the local artists makes these little painted wooden doorways for kids to post around on the trees and that. Mud flats, and they'll be covered at high tide. There's a little lookout for bird watchers. That's the holiday park. They do a good trade in the summertime, of course. And this is where the pathway ends, and we have this gravel road carrying on down towards the sand dunes at the river mouth. I don't know if you can see them, but you can elect to stay in these tents at the campgrounds if you want, in the summertime. So I'll see you down the road a bit. This little side road, it leads to the back of the sand dunes, and I'll take you for a wander up that way at some point. But for now we'll carry on down to the river mouth. Now the speed signs 30k, they are there because the beach along this coast is considered to be part of the highway system, or the official road system. So all rules on the open roads apply to this as well. And here's a sign that explains exactly that. Let's have a look. A few spits of rain at the moment, fingers crossed. You might have to pause the video if you want to read that. That last one, please do not drive on the dunes, is routinely ignored, unfortunately. So this is where the dune field starts, and stretches up the coast northward, quite a long way actually, but for our intents and purposes we call this the Fox-Tangi dune fields, which means that it stretches from Foxton to Fox-Tangi. We'll go around the river side of the sand dunes to the mouth. And the spitty rain is starting to come down a bit heavier now. The river mouth is a popular fishing area. I'm not sure what species are most common in this part of the river. Kahawai would be a definite yes. Kahawai is good eating fish, in my opinion. It's great for making fish pie and that type of thing. Smoked fish. they put up these tape fences around the dune area, but of course the motorcyclists and four-wheel drivers just ignore them or run over them. Yeah, I can tell by the wave patterns that the tide is on the turn and coming in now. At this end of the dune field, the sand dunes are more undulating, but as you go further north they become more steep and higher. That's why I like to walk through the dunes further north, because it's good exercise climbing the steep sides. And the plant life down there up there is more interesting as well. Here it's almost devoid of plant life, as you can see. Probably because motorcycles and four-wheel drives are destroying the plant life or not allowing it to regenerate. Kahawai, isn't it? Looks like Kahawai. The thing about vehicles in the dunes is that I don't think it's really possible to prevent it or even control it to any great extent. So I think the best we can hope for really is that it's designated as a shared recreational area, and that four-wheel drivers and motorcyclists will not extend the existing tracks into the more at-risk areas. So this is part of the beach that's considered part of the national road system. This is narrow strip, and on the inland side where the dunes are is not. Access through here, of course, is dependent on the tide level. So this is the river mouth, and this is where the ocean beach starts. It's quite rough out there, partly because it's exposed to the wind, but also there's a big sandbar out there which the boaties have to navigate to get in and out of the river, and which apparently shifts over time. We have a lady here at Foxton Beach who has her own aircraft, and she flies over taking photographs quite frequently, so the boaties can check her photographs and see where the bar is at that time. She also takes a lot of photographs of the beach and the dunes and the township itself, so I'm going to contact her and see if I can use some of her photographs for this video. But for now, the rain's getting a bit heavy now, so I'm going to turn around and head back, and I'll continue this series of videos perhaps tomorrow when the weather clears a bit. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Well, because it's
pretty amazing to watch, actually.
yeah, the tide's just turning, isn't it? That's a pretty good tide. Another car away?
Yeah, I think the car close by 3 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yeah.
And I hear that it kind of goes off here about halfway in.
Yep.
So it's a little bit later than that, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lady just down here caught one as well, just a moment ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe this is
So
the
if,
day.
it's going off in the afternoon, it's not doing too bad now.
Yeah. So I was about here. I mean, I just spinner. You're talking about here.
Oh, you got a spinner, yeah.
So that was quite amazing to watch, actually.
Yeah.
Because you want you to come in to decide when to stop winding, you know.
Yeah. Oh, can't reach the fish.
That'll be dinner tonight.
Yeah. Oh, good luck. Oh, the car wire biting for sure. And apparently it's later in the afternoon when they do bite them out. That guy was using a spinner. They're pretty effective with car wire. I've caught them on that on spinners before. Just looking at some of these bits of driftwood that are lying around on the spit here. I think some of these would it'd be quite good to clean up and polish up. I don't know, for garden ornament type stuff. Of course, the logistics of getting them off the spit and home are pretty complicated. And of course I'd have to get the tools and stuff like that as well, so oh well, it's a dream. One day maybe. That's where that side road I showed you earlier goes up through that plantation, that pine plantation, and then there's a series of tracks that goes through the back of the sand dunes. I might do that one tomorrow actually. This is an example of a sand dune, an individual sand dune that's been colonised by plant life, sedges and grasses and shrubs and the like. And so they're busy creating soil, usable soil on the surface of the sand dune. And much of the farmland behind Foxton Beach is created on sand dunes, old sand dunes that have been planted and colonised by plant life and turned into a top layer of soil. Okay, so we're back in civilization for today.